Alrighty. Greetings, I am Pillar Nexus, the Ancient Gladiator, today with more EVE Online. Alright, let's get to work. Opportunities. I am not going to shortcut any one of these. I'm going to actually do them all. We'll start with the... First, I need to take care of another little side project with the Wreath, but we'll get to those in a minute. Alright, so, in case with regard to the message of we'll be a bit late to start as soon as I'm home. Uh, yeah, I had a little appointment today. It took a little more time to get through than I was expecting. Oh, I'm gonna do today. Today I'm gonna take these up to the out of system to do some business today. Take care of this business. I gotta. I dropped into this before I went to my appointment. We had so I was starting to do the research, and apparently, because I was doing my homework on this, apparently this is going to happen quite a bit. You'll have to like do career missions or bring titanium, which is why I made a point to pick up some titanium at a time and bring it over, just to be ready for that stuff. I also kind of jumped the gun on buying data cores for some stuff. That way I'm not waiting too long to get salvage or two going. Yeah, I still need to get laser physics. And also need to reach certain milestones on the skill training. But I will be getting to Salvager 2 hopefully pretty soon. But yeah, we'll deal with this, and then we'll deal with some opportunities, take care of some other stuff we got going, and then we'll see what happens after that. If you hear any like major noise in the background, well, I can't really help it. I planned to do this today, and then things just kind of happened that have to happen today. So I'm hoping that where I've got my microphone, it's not going to pick up too much of the space behind me. Yeah, earlier was the appointment to get my tests figured out. Thankfully, I'm getting money back. And thankfully, um, we've got a local volunteer tax thing, so yay for free stuff. My mom has to. My mom goes to an actual tax office that requires payment because she actually has quite a bit to have figured out. So, but my stuff is simple. I just have my W-2s. Yeah, nothing out of place. All right. So these are going in here. Okay, that's right. Probes go here. Hills. And set these ones up for sale. Oop. Not immediately. 3 months. There we go. Oop. My heater, my room heater just kicked on. Let's set that somewhere more manageable. All right. Then I want to try something special with these. Okay. Times 4 of them. 6. 6. 2. 400-ish. So 2 mil. 2 mil. So hit 300. 2.3. 0.3. 68. 2 point. It's about 2.6. About 2.7. Okay. Shave a quarter off of that. Shave part of that down to say 2.25. Only to try something. My other contract um, actually sold for it shows my past ones. No, the last contract I did actually paid out, so I'm going to go ahead and try again. That's what I have in mind. Create a contract. So auction is public. Pick items. Everything you need to start scanning systems. All right. Starting bid. So I figure it is about 2.6 or 2.7 altogether. For nice discount, start out 2.2 mil. For the particularly desperate, put the buyout at 4 mil. Okay. Leak. Description. Probes. Probes. Analyzers. Analyzers. I can spell. I promise. Probes analyzers. Probes, scanners, analyzers. Okay. Next. Alright. That sounds like a pretty good deal. All that for a cool 2.2 or even 4. I hope so. Yeah. Alright. So, if you're in heck, here's a whole lot of stuff to get started for scanning and analyzing. I could ship for it, I hope. Alright. And now to get back on track to what I was doing earlier, which is opportunities. We'll start out with the agent mission. We'll take the one from my local place. Jump. Hurry. Right, so putting in a contract has a deposit that you do get back if it pays out, which is nice. The broker's fee is non-refundable. Gotta pay the middleman. But that is how you sell stuff that normally doesn't have a way to sell it on the normal market, like copies and other stuff. Get me out of here. Yeah, since my appointment was at the library, I took some time there to print out a character, both sides of the character sheet for GURPS, so I can do the character creation for that one. I'm so behind on my videos. I've got a lot to do. I've been just trying to deal with cleaning up my room, getting things better organized. I have another bookshelf now. It's a smaller one, so for that one I had to actually move my back table down a bit, which required me to take out my end table. But it's fine because it means my plant is sitting in a better place for sunlight. It actually looks like it could bloom this year, which is nice. But it didn't bloom last year. I thought it was just going to completely die out, but it's still hanging in there. Because I keep getting it watered, and I keep making sure it gets some source of light. Had that plant since 2018 because I like orchids. I just wanted to plant of my own.
Docking permission requested.
All right. So now to come on. Get me docked already.
Docking request
There we go.
accepted.
We're gonna take up an ancient mission. Oh yeah, I wanted to point out. So research. So as long as you've got the requirements to do so, just Science 5, the skill that's next to one of the various fields and the appropriate field for that agent, you can have them research. They're building up RP. It tells you like what you get every day. And then occasionally they ask for stuff to help build up the RP more. Nice. That's because I built up the mechanical engineering. All right. Start conversation. Meet me in person. So you can buy data cores, which require like 100 RP and like 10,000 disk. That's what I read on university. Hopefully that's up to date. Usually pretty good about that. Alright, jobs. Anything to go pick up later. The mining laser upgrade. Alright. Because eventually that'll be done for materials and eventually time. I'll make the copy and then I'll work on that one. Yeah. I think that one's also a laser physics one. Okay. Who was the last agent I talked to on this station? Alright. So continuing my usual strategy of alternating between them. Alright. We're done our station. Oh, that's right. It's in a fairly manageable place. Okay. Item. I'll double check my planetary industry later. Alright. Accept. Move that. Destination's already there. Alright. Let's go. Yeah, new bookshelf. So I'm storing more of my games at home instead of the game store.
Warp drive active.
I'm gonna keep my locker for the time being because there may be days where it's like, okay, these are the kind of games I want to keep at the store for Tuesdays. I'm taking home a lot of stuff that I thought I'd be running on Saturdays, but it's like, because I almost never get to play my own games on Saturdays. We have a person who specifically rents tables for Saturdays to play his games. It's very rare that he misses a weekend. So, but I figured those weekends are the ones where I can run my Saturday games.
Warp drive active.
But if I refer to games as either Tuesday games or Saturday games, Tuesday is our board game league, so it's when we're playing games that are about 2 hours or less. And Saturday is the game for it's the day for long games, like Terraforming Mars and Railways of the Lost Atlas, like we played this recent Saturday. I thought I was doing pretty good in Terraforming Mars, and then ended up in third. I figured I'd do about second, but then player to my right uh, managed to just squeak right by me. And then after that, we played Railways
Drive active.
of the Lost Atlas. I have no clue what I was trying to do in that game. I ended up second to last. I think I started a company earlier than I should have. Should wait till I had more money to work with. And of course, the two companies I had merged together do not mesh well at all. Spacious and Express. But that one is a good game, and I would like to get that one for my collection. I really want to feature it because
Warp drive active.
it's it's a good representative for the 18xx times the game types of games. It only took us between 3 and 4 hours, which is pretty manageable. When a lot of other games are 6 to 8 hours, or it's the 2 day nightmare of
Permission requested.
18OE. Yeah, I'm not doing a 2 day game because
Docking request accepted.
and then they're talking about an event coming up in March for War Master. I I used to have Skaven for War Master, but don't have them anymore. I would be happy with getting orcs again. 'Cause there's one. All right, cash it out. I said I needed laser physics. That's gonna take a little bit of money. Yeah, War Master is an interesting game. You have your general and other like leaders, heroes, commanders, whatever, and they issue orders to units. There's a possibility that issuing the order fails, and so the unit doesn't get to do anything. If your attempt succeeds for ordering, then you could order that unit again, but at a penalty. There are penalties for multiple orders to the same unit,
Warp drive
an
active.
increasing distance between the commander and the unit, and possibly other factors as well. But when one of your heroes, commanders, fails, then one of your other commanders can try up until you use your general. If your general fails an order, you are done issuing orders. What you're trying to do is order units to move and charge your opponent's units.
Warp drive active.
I think units can use their ranged weapons without needing an order. I think. But this is a game that is long out of print. I think someone was saying that they've got files. There are files available for 3D printers to print out the units. But failing that, a if you have I want to say a 20 millimeter by 40 millimeter base of plastic or something, and just maybe a little cardstock cutout of
Warp drive
each
active.
rank of a unit. That that's close enough. I mean, it's not like GW's making anything for it anymore. I always remember it from the advertisement poster at the first game store I ever went to, Alternate Universe. It's just such a prominent poster of here's the 6 starting armies. Check out this game. They're so tiny, but
Warp drive active.
that's what makes for big battles. Yeah, I want to find the rules again, review them, and one of the people who's supposed to be at the War Master thing is going to have multiple armies, so I'll have something to play with.
Docking permission requested.
Drink here.
Docking request accepted.
I'm always curious about various miniature games. Well, sometimes in the process of learning the game, I realize I don't want to play this after all. Especially just against someone who. Okay, piece of advice: when you're teaching someone a brand new game in an effort to get them interested, going out of your way to beat the ever loving crap out of them at that game does not help. Which is why I never really got into Malifaux or Infinity. Seemed like very interesting games, and yet my first impression was not very impressed. Oh, lots of things to scan.
Warp drive active.
Go to the usual hiding spot of a customs office. Yeah, let's knock these out. Heard bolts for a while. Good. Well, let's get scanning. Alright, inside. That way. From above again. Alright. Too big. There's a lot of different approaches to take to teaching rules and getting certain strategic points across. So, I try my best. And occasionally I miss something and then I feel dumb about missing it. But at least the people I'm teaching know that I'm trying. If I beat someone in a game, I want to be with both of us having full understanding of the rules and the choices we make for the game, and with the better strategy and opportunities winning out. Hey, I got one. On number two. Yeah, let's start this whole switch anything at all. Hmm. Checking something. It's over here. Scanner. Scanning bit. Alright, close. Kind of hard to tell the mess of all the lines and dots and everything. It's right there. More. Almost. Almost got it. Just really narrow it down. Okay. There's two. Let's see here. It's either here or the other one. It's the other one, of course. I always do the little. Oh, it's actually 2 points. Go to the other one. Going back to teaching games, it's like there'll either be people who try to hold back information that would have made the difference, or they'll try to introduce house rules on their own before they've um, drastically changing the game when it doesn't need to be. Those things are there for a reason. So it just vanished. Somebody got to it before I could. All right. readjust. There's always these little rules that are hard to remember too. Require writing them down onto like a reference sheet. But having a creative way to remember it. One of the things that annoys me to no end is board games without reference sheets. Oop, OBS. Well, okay. Again, it bugs me when there's games without reference sheets that would have, helped with remembering stuff. This is why,
Skill training completed.
nice. As much as I kind of appreciate the level 7 series, they really needed more reference stuff to work with. Get to it before it disappears. And right on top of it, how hard is it to scan? Level 4? Yeah, there's probably no way I can do a proper scan for it. Go offline. Yes. Alright, let's try it again. I realize this actually screws up my scanning. I only need it for safety. Let's get it right on target. Close as possible. Just the slightest of measurements, slightest of adjustments. One more time. That is as good as I can get it. Oh, dang it. Put online. Oh, it doesn't even affect it. Never mind. Being silly. I thought it did. I guess it affects it regardless. Alright. Well, there's two at least. Guess it's time to move on.
Warp drive active.
Ah, it's I might just need to work on my scanning stuff a little bit better. See what we got here. Office. Hopefully these two I can do.
Overdrive
I
active.
hope. Yeah, that might have been smart to do sooner. Yeah, if I mute for a moment, it's because I'm hungry. I have to eat something. So, all right, launch them. Move them here. Uh, let's see. It's down here. Uh, Center it. Uh, hmm. It takes that much to be absolutely sure. Okay. Let's see what's down here then. Oh yeah, my renewal for Omega went through, so I have this for at least another month. Which is cool because I want to make sure that there's I want to make sure I'm set up for a number of things in case I get into the post unemployment era and have to start tearing things down. OBS, YouTube, internet connection, everything all right. Uh, I keep seeing the internet dip in and out, so I can't guarantee how much longer I can keep doing this one. Strength, some modules. It's, next one is uh, okay. All right, screw it, we'll do it there. Yeah, if I keep having trouble with the internet, I might just have to call it for today. But I should be able to knock enough of this out I got enough of the opportunities, so I don't have to worry too much about it. Question is, what am I going to do after this is over? Now that I don't have to worry about organizing stuff right now, I can focus on a lot of videos I keep saying I'm going to do and haven't gotten around to them. Probably the next Doom video, of course, because I'm having fun with that game. Even when the room trials piss me off, the big ass monsters scare the crap out of me, and my shotgun runs out of ammo. Still having fun with it. I still need to get to the watch me play it solo stuff. The BattleTech store, it's everything else. I have stuff to do, at least.
Warp drive active.
4 out of 5 so far. After this, I'm gonna take a break from the opportunities and go and check my planetary industry. Yeah, I did some rearranging with all the planets that I have. So, where possible, the raw resource extraction goes into the launch pad, and the launch pad connects to the basic industry. If I'm getting a lot of the basic resource, what I'll do is make multiple of the basic industry. Oops. And that way all the raw resources get used up efficiently.
Warp drive active.
There's one world where I'm kind of stuck where I'm at, but if I can fix it that would help. So just going from extraction into industry, sometimes there's a bit of waste, which is annoying. I want to be able to get the most out of my extraction. Moment. All right. Well, this is Canyon. I'm gonna stand up and stretch. Hey. We're a little bit of the ways into it. As well take some time to stretch as well. Yeah, it's one of the things I don't want to be stuck doing after my store closes. I don't want to be sitting around too much. I know I picked up some more of these little soccer cones to take down to the park with my soccer ball and maybe try to get some exercise in that way. I still have my wooden sword that I just trying to practice swinging around in the backyard for fun and also exercise coordination as well. I've had that one since, was it 2011? I've had for at least 13 years. I thought I was going to sell it, and then the person who was looking at it never came back to check it out, so, oh well. I'm happy to be stuck with it because it's a good holder for my hand towel in my bedroom. Yay. Just out of curiosity, though, let's see. Oh, this one's looking. Maybe it's something I can scan all the way. Yeah, if I had more room, I'd put in something to actually exercise with, or actual equipment. Something to keep my arms strong in case I need to look into a job with heavy lifting. I just need to make sure not to mess up my back. That's one of the things I'm not going to miss about this is all the friggin' back pain. This job, all the lifting and everything else. I'm still pissed off about the one time I had to pick up a sofa by myself, stand it up on end, and make sure I was leaning in a way that's not going to fall over. I had to pick it up from a point of it being already on the ground. Uh, let's try. Data sites. On. Yeah, that's how we roll. Scratch.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, it's in high stack. Are they really defending it though? I guess they're gonna have to play it safe. So, what I'm gonna do is set as a destination. Now I have something to click on. Okay. Right. Target. And then if I see any red on the overview, there's something redly lit up, I can click on to get out of there. I have no defense whatsoever. So here's to playing it smart. Shit. Get that going now. Hmm. So, two. Shit, shit, shit. Run away, run away. Get the hell out of here. Oh, for the love of shit.
Active.
Did I seriously get blown to hell already? Fucking hell. You know what? I'm never going back to data sites. Screw this. Uh, at least I'm not dead. I can replace the ship. Replacing the implants is a real pain in the dick.
Warp drive active.
Knew I should have held on to one of those probes for future use. That was terrifyingly fast how quickly they showed up. I guess it doesn't matter what the security level is. Uh,
Warp drive active.
I'm just glad my ship was insured. Oh yes, get some extra money out of it. That was like shockingly fast how that happened. Yeah. OBS,
Docking permission requested. Docking request
OBS
accepted.
disconnected on me. The delay has increased as well. Right, we're still streaming though. Hope so. All right. Do I have the resources to make another probe? I do not. So it's time to go mining. See, I like the probe as just a fast little transport for stuff between my planets. And be able to do the scanning stuff as well. I'm gonna do some mining. I have to rebuild the probe and everything I put into it from scratch. Yeah, skill points. Save some hours. Yeah, I gotta get to this point for some. A major research. Alright. See, I try to put one of these on all my ships just for the extra survivability. Shum. Variations. Shell extender. So 2 requirements. Shield upgrades 4. Curious. Sender 1, market details. Shield extenders. What is this? Details. Shield. Oh, let me see the actual all the options. Um, shell extenders, large. Where's 150? Shell extender 1. 50 and 40. So curiosity. Trying to make sure I'm still insured. Okay. Faster. Heading. Yeah, even if I took off everything, it's not enough power in the power grid. I don't think. Because that was. Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't put anything bigger than the medium on it. Alright, well, let's go knock out the rest of this
Active.
for today. Oh yeah, I learned you can sort out your drones into groups, which makes deploying them that much easier. I'm gonna try to do like ship and core control and like several drones, and then trying to deploy or launch. Doesn't work. Get this random mix instead. It's weird.
Warp drive active.
Put my headphones back on and listen to the sound of the ship flying and the lasers beaming. And start looking at ships that are better suited for scanning, if not the probe. That's something to do while mining. 15%. That's 30. Yeah, these crystals are not indestructible. Nice and close by. Perch. Get that on. Have the drones ready. And then what's a third one I can have the drones go deal with? Just close by. Should have played Chickless. Yeah, I'll target that one too. Get the budget minerals. Alright. Yeah, work this week is all about winding everything down. No more trucks coming in. Gonna move every last bit of merch forward. and we're going to clear off fixtures to sell, and then by the end of February we should be all taken care of. And one last get together and say goodbye to the store we've known for whatever amount of time we've known it for. I've known it for actually working there about 4.5 years. But I remember going there to shop at like their discount DVDs section, pick up some really random stuff like Lost Highway and Dread. Alright, let's keep an eye on the mining hole. Keep an eye on anyone who might come by. Anything else on my mind lately? Uh, I just need more peace and quiet to work with around here. That's why I gotta make the most of the time I do have when my nephew is at school, my mom's at work, and my sister's in her workshop or whatever. Get more stuff done now while I have the time. I think what I'm gonna do is do a bunch of videos at once, and then upload them as I have the time to do it. Because what I'm doing is working on a video, uploading it, not being able to work on anything else. Because I need this computer to upload the video and to make it. So what should I prioritize? I think while I still have light on the side. I'm thinking the watch me play it solo stuff. I'm gonna look through Wormspan first. Yeah, Wormspan or Euphoria? I think I have a better grasp on Euphoria. And then Wormspan. And then the Night Cage. And then Terraforming Mars. And then the Lord of the Rings. Let's see. And then there was Showdown. Now that I've got War Chest back at home. There are some historical battles that I want to feature. Probably from the main game.
The asteroid is
Oh, for
depleted.
crying out loud. This is why I can never take a break on this. Alright. War chest for Showdown. What else makes sense as a two-player? Wasabi. I don't know. As soon as more and more random elements get taken out, I feel it's less interesting to do for the Showdown. But there's a lot of games that are make for interesting two-player experiences that I want to feature. So I might just figure it out anyway. I was thinking I could do a watch me play it solo for Encounters Battletech, but I'm just kind of spinning my wheels on that one. Yeah. And the shorts for Battletech. The shorts for the game mechanic. Um, like various mechanics in games, like dice and cards and worker placement. And the victory conditions of either pass, fail, or victory points. And auctions and other things. And while I'm waiting for all this stuff to upload and get back to my stitching projects, I'm looking at all the containers of stuff that I have. And I'm like, I have so much that I don't know if I'm ever gonna get through it all. And I don't know what I want to prioritize either. I know one thing I gotta work on is an outfit that I picked up. It's two pieces. The top piece is a bit on the smaller side. I think I'm opening up the sleeves on that one bit.
The asteroid
Oh, for
she's
crying out loud.
detected.
And then the bottom part is a bit too big. So I'm gonna stitch that closer together. Yeah, there's all this costume shorts later this year. Those are those are either hit or miss. Outside of Halloween, it's hard to make them hit. There are some that keep getting the views. It's interesting. It's always curious to watch my analysts like, wait, this got another view? Where did this come from? It's like stuff that's been around for at least a year on the channel. Yeah. Alright. I'm going to mute for one more minute. Yeah, it always surprises me to see what gets the attention, what doesn't. I was genuinely surprised to see all the the support for the pink dress short. I'm not all that hopeful for the experimental line stuff, but it always makes me happy to see someone checking it out. Meanwhile, my streams are hit or miss. Eve has done decently for me. MechWarrior 5 has done very well, but I no longer playing that one. I'm tempted just to do one more session of it, just to see how well I remember. Just do a stream of I'm going to play until until I fell a mission like I originally planned to do, and then I chickened out.
The asteroid is depleted.
Wow. Target. I know one of the things I want to do after I'm through with my um, mid difficulty playthrough for Doom is play it on ultraviolence as just a single video of I'm going to get through this as fast as I can. I'm going to pull all the secrets that I can along the way. They're not too far out of the way. And if I miss secrets, then there's no going back. Just one solid run through the game. I will have to be familiar with the levels as best as I possibly can. I will need to have an understanding of whatever weapons I pick up. It's it's a way to challenge myself with this. I want to have a game. I want to be able to challenge myself with more with various games, just to see, just to see what I can do. I like playing for fun, but being able to just try something different is always nice. I'm always, I'm always curious about the kind of challenges people take up for the games that they're into. There's a speedrun, there's pacifist, there's collecting all the items, playing on certain difficulties, any combination of them. It's pretty cool. And find an element in a game that you can try to that it's harder to play without, and then actually do decently without it. It's pretty cool. I heard someone did like pistol only for the Doom 2016. Like that's that is a lot of patience, a lot of aiming, and a lot of dodging. Patience to get all that damage through. Dodging and aiming coordinated together to hit without getting hit back too much. Ultra Violence Pistol only Doom 2016. That could be fun. That could be rough though. But I would consider it. I'm aware there's difficulties past ultraviolence after the game's completed, I think. I might look into those too. But there's a point task which, once it's hard enough, it's not something I really want to throw myself in against too hard. There's a point where I can still be frustrated and still have fun. As the fun's declining and the frustration's growing, there's that point where they intersect, and once it's past that point, uh, it's just better off finding something else to do. In spite of my frustrations with this game, I'm still having enough fun with it. So, you know what? Let's stick around. Never mind the fact I just lost my fourth ship ever.
The asteroid is
Uh,
depleted.
it's the last one.
The asteroid is
Oh,
depleted.
for the love of crap. Which one is damaged the least? This one. Nope. Shoot. There. Alright. Alright, per cycle. So, 13, 13. Right, let's see how much they bring back on the drone side. We'll deactivate this, and then after it runs, so I'll repeat off for now. And after the cycles, return the drones and just get out for now. There you got my money on there. I did not. Last thing I gotta do is go fight pirates. What's the point? Balance. It's probably a bit early to be checking on it. View it. No bids. It'll probably take a while for someone to see it there. I advertised the last contract that I had for the combined analyzer and implants. I don't know if I should go out of my way to advertise this one. Anything else on? Oh yeah, when we were playing Railways the other day, if you know that there's a possibility you have to be called out of a game, and you're probably better off not starting in the first place. Granted, there's ways to kind of automate. So win anyway. Yeah, certain strategies in the game are just you can kind of automate them. But when there's choices, like who can really predict that?
Active.
Who can really predict what you would have done? You're not there to make the decision yourself. But yeah, if you know you're on a hard time limit to get out of the store, to to meet up with parents or anything, then it's probably better just to say maybe next time, maybe if we start sooner, instead of starting and walking away. And also, if you can help clean up a game and put it away, try to do so. Unless the people, unless the person owning the game says you're cool, don't worry about it. And unless they say that, do try to stick around.
Warp drive. Active.
Just a lot I like it with tabletop games. Uh, I want to get through to more people between those two things and others. But every group's gonna have their own little isms on what's okay, what's not okay. Like some of the people I play with have certain words they use as part of their trash talk that other people might not want to hear.
Docking permission requested. Docking
I
request
try not to
accepted.
go down certain roads, of insults. Other people might have certain personal rules about playing games with certain themes. It's like some people just they see a certain theme and they just like, oh, I can't play this at all, and it's understandable. So if they invite you to bring a game to their place and play, be aware of you know what they're okay with and what they're not okay with. Bring a game appropriate for that verb. So four more. Keep one for me. Okay. Probe launcher. I only need one for me. Scanner probes. I only need 8. Couple of expanded cargo holds. You know what? We'll take 3. Just fill up the bottom row. And an afterburner because I want to be able to move that ship a little faster. I'm not taking any of the scanning stuff yet. This probe is primarily going to be focused on take care of the mission as it comes up in the opportunities and transport my stuff around fast. And then we'll insure the crap out of it because I'm gonna need it. Alright. And what do I have left resource wise? Can't I make another rupture in the future? One. Okay. Still plenty of those. Might just come back later and do some more mining on my own. I'm not feeling very lucky to go get this stuff. Okay. Is there anything? All those have a while before they come back. How's my research looking? Shanta 22.71. Alright. Okay. Last mission of the day. Building a rupture. No, I was looking to see what kind of resources I had left. And it's usually my standard of this is how well I'm doing in terms of resources benchmark is look at the rupture's blueprint, and if I've got all that, then I'm in a good position. If not, it's time to get more. Do some more mining later on. Now, what I am building is a replacement probe for the one that got blown up in the freaking data site. I didn't get out of there soon enough and I got blown to hell, so I have to build a new one. Alright. I will check planetary industry stuff later. Alright. And begin the asteroid belt sweep.
Warp drive active.
If anything's still stuck in here. No, I have enough missiles. Should not take more than a few missiles to deal with anything. If I stay in this level of security.
Active.
You forget missiles. Sure the angle is manageable. Nope, missed. There we go. Target salvage. Oop, need to be closer. going. There we go. 2 down. 23 to go. Burn it once. Alright. What did we get? More of these. Alright. And what are we getting out of here? One of those. Compact afterburner. Yeah, I'm using the way the power requirements work out for this, I have to use the civilian afterburner. And off we go.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I think before I build another big ship, might have to go take a chance on low security mining.
Warp drive active.
It's going to require the patience of scouting out each belt from the safe distance of 100 kilometers away, and then being ready to warp away as needed. Oh, you jerk. Alright. Go salvage my wreck. I hate it when they run away. Freaking pirates. Stand and face justice. There's a board game I haven't played in ages. There's a lot of games I haven't played in a while, and it's like, I really wanted to feature these for the channel, too. Like Merchants and Marauders. Solid adventure game of your own ship and going to different places. You can either do trade or you can attack other ships. Fighting with ships in that game is pretty. It's straightforward, but it's also brutal. It's too easy to
Warp drive active.
get horribly wrecked in the process. So while you can be a bloodthirsty pirate in that game, there's more of an incentive to be a merchant. And fun fact, if because the one of the other games at the company at the time after that was Clash of Cultures.
Warp drive active.
One of the mission cards for Clash of Cultures is the top half is merchant and the bottom half is marauder. It's pretty funny. Appreciate the shout out to the previous game. That one could also work as a showdown too. But again, the lack of there's some randomness in the game, but I don't think it's enough to
Warp
make it
drive active.
the kind of showdown experience I had in mind. I was able to make Hyperborea stretch that concept.
Warp drive active.
Should go back and just look through all the showdown stuff I've done, and it's like, okay, how's these all tie together to the concept I had in mind? What are the like serious outliers? And what games do I have to stretch that concept with? I'm surprised it took me this long to remember
Warp drive
uh,
active.
War Chest as an idea. Because that's a two-player game, and it involves randomly drawing stuff from, from bags. Or decks or whatever. Full speed. Burn run. Target. I realized I don't have to orbit the enemy ship. I can just put the afterburner on and go full speed. Just fire from the line I'm moving on. It actually helps with aiming a little bit. Sure, there's some really advanced strategies out there that I haven't looked into yet. I know one of them involves just changing the distance you orbit every few seconds or whatever. Seems like a big headache.
Warp drive active.
I remember when we used to play Battlefleet Gothic, and people
Warp
were
drive
wondering like,
active.
"Oh, if it's ships moving side to side, it should be easier to hit because it's wider target that way." Except here's the thing: something that's moving like left to right, the distance is getting suddenly shorter, and then eventually getting suddenly longer after it gets to its closest point. So it ends up being kind of tricky to hit if you're not leading the target as it's coming to your closest point. Oh, they're not fast enough to keep up. It's good. Oh wait, that guy is. Oops. I fell for the cunning plan. Alright. Alright. Boom. Not quite. And let's get some more rounds ready. Yeah, I can turn that off, I think. I should have enough momentum to get me the rest of the way. Alright. Oop. Set to the rotate. And salvage. Signal amplifier. Huh. Let's see, I'll turn these apart for resources. Ones I that's an annoying thing. Whenever it's that one unit, never get any. At least I can get isogen out of that one. What about market? There's one person who's willing to buy it. What I do is set that as destination. We'll take it there. After I'm done sweeping the asteroids. That one can be disassembled for the minerals. Alright. And then what do we get? Metal scraps. Well, that's good for titanium. Or money. Apparently they're selling way better than they were when I started this a year ago. Like that. More stuff. Go armor plates. That's some treasure right there. Okay. Sweep the next two.
Warp drive active.
Take a little side trip. The extra money. And then come back. Probably go to Orderland. Start sweeping that section of space. Speed. We're on. Get ready. Go. And then prepare for the cannon. Nice. Always a good start. Cool. Then turn off that now and get our stuff. Oops. Oop, target. Come on. There we go. Lock that target. A functioning shield emitter. Alright. One more to go for this area of space. And then move on.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I think going forward I might extend out the showdown concept to just other games. That can be done with two-player. Just so I've got something to work with.
Warp drive active.
Although I'm tempted to do a throwdown video where it's a three-player game. I'm playing all three sides of it. It's like, oh no. There's something about this just old two-player limitations of certain games that make for the more interesting strategies. The more players get involved, it gets kind of nuts.
Warp drive active.
That just makes me even more tempted to try out the games at the higher player levels. What was it? We had like 9 people for Megasiv last time. It's pretty impressive.
Warp drive active.
I was told that one can go up to like 18. An 18-player board game. And another big player game that manages to be fairly short and a lot of fun is Seven Wonders. It helps that it limits interactions to your immediate neighbors. That way, you only have to worry about the people to your immediate left
Warp
and right,
drive active.
which probably makes strategizing a lot less of a headache. You only have to worry about 2 other people instead of 6. One more.
Warp drive active.
Ugh, have anything else going on? I think I just need a dedicated couple days and just go through all the crap that I have and either sell it or toss it or get back to work on it. It's just it's kind of wild to think about how
Warp
fast
drive active.
things can build up when you're picking things up for ideas out of curiosity, but then without any priority, nothing's actually getting done. Or just flipping through a book for a few minutes and then
Docking permission requested.
sorting through a
Docking
board game
request accepted.
for a little bit more. It's like I'm looking to just start streamlining things. Uh, yep, there we go. Yay! Yeah, yeah. I'll just sell it for. I'll just reprocess it. All right. Okay, back to the pirate fighting. Let's see how many more I gotta deal with.
Warp drive active.
Chinese 7 out of 25. This is gonna be a while. It's time for this. Stand up and stretch moment. Oh, I need to realizing I've been sitting down too long. It's Renorn.
Warp drive active.
And whenever I get through clearing out pirates in Aram, I've been finding that going to order works out a little bit better. Oh, shit. Well, let's do this first then.
Warp drive active.
Okay. Okay.
Warp drive active.
Is there anything else going on? I'm sincerely hoping that the worst of the winter weather is done and over with. The walk to my appointments, having to cross some ice-covered road, slipping a bit is like, okay, let's try to find a safer place to cross. This one's way out of the way.
Warp drive active.
System map. Way over here. Thinking I might have to go look for some new shoes when I've got the severance to work with. I need to see if I can find steel toe shoes my size for whatever work I end up doing next.
Warp drive active.
Feet are so I'll have to see who actually sells those kinds of shoes. Was that a mobile depot? That was a mobile depot. Yay. Getting closer to that book on laser physics that I'm gonna need.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, it's it's not that fun having big feet when you've got a when stores limit
Warp
what
drive active.
sizes of shoes they're carrying. It's like I can't get my shoes from Walmart. They don't. They stop at like size 13. Uh, and while I kind of miss Payless shoes, I had to replace them like every 4 to 6 months. It's a real pain in the butt. I don't see you sending drones to fight, so I want to fight for you. That's why I do my mining in the highest security I can get away with. Because I don't want to have to worry about pirates or other shit. Alright. More scraps. Remember to reload this time. What are you looking on belts? Just trying to find pirates and all that. Just the usual. You were wondering, I was looking at the solar system map earlier. I was looking at the way the stargates are spread out and everything. Yeah. Alright. Next belt, more pirates. Let's see. So I hope. 8 out of 25. 17 to go to finish the goal, and for that, take care of some other stuff, and then I'm done. Oh, that's not following. Not yet. Now it's following. Alright. Turn that off now. Nothing to loot, but I can still salvage the thing. See what we get this time. Salvage, gotcha. I don't really do a whole lot of random box stuff, but the other day I was curious about these various boxes of Battletech minis. There's like single mech in a box. You don't know what it is till you open it up. It was only like $9. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get 4 of them. And whatever 4 I get, they're gonna be the most random ones ever. At least they'll be painted up to look like a lance. I don't know to what end they can officially be a lance, but it'll be something fun. Firefly, Chameleon, Shadowhawk 2C, Phoenix Hawk 2C. The Phoenix Hawk is a beefy monster of a mech. Compared to the 2C is pretty big compared to the original. Yeah, I want to get them painted up. And I'll be a special BattleTech short of the Lance of randomly drawn mints. I really want to pick up if it's still there. I really want to pick up the Mercenaries box set. Maybe a bit on the expensive side though. Just because I'm just liking BattleTech so much. Yay, more big money stuff. Alright, let's see what we got over here. And then one day in the future, I might break down and pick up the Planet Invasion box set as well. Plans aren't exactly my thing, but it's just for the sake of completion. I still need to find a tech manual. I don't know if they're gonna reprint it or what. Kind of, kind of annoyed that they're mostly on eBay now. It's like, okay, they did a limited run of this. Clearly,
Warp drive active.
14. Clearly, I don't know. I don't know what they were planning with the, print runs and all this other stuff. It's like, I want to be able to find it on a shelf and pick it up on my time. It's like I don't want to have to put money into Kickstarter or something and then just wait forever. I want it to be on the shelves of the friendly local game store that I love, so I can go support the store. Keep it open as a place to play. I'm glad, the crowdfunding has brought a lot of games to market that probably never would have seen the light of day otherwise. At the same time, I just don't have the resources or the patience for it. I was watching a local someone who's come by the store a few times and such. I'm watching their Kickstarter while I was running, and it didn't do well enough. But I had a chance to play test that game, and I wasn't too thrilled with it. There's sure game mechanics have can be used for all sorts of games and all that, but when you're not really doing anything fresh with the ideas, then it's kind of a waste. Uh, take the mechanics and then get creative with them instead of just trying to make the old game with a new coat of paint, or just mashing two games together without really thinking about it. Alright, well, we're halfway there. This is the last of the belts. Next, Stargate. Jump.
Warp drive active.
I remember, was it something in 2023? There's a big fuss about a game that was just basically ripping off another one. That they didn't clear the rights for it for localizing the game. They just straight up took it.
Warp drive active.
If if the game is out of print for long enough and your only purpose for making a copy of that game is for study, then that's one thing. But deliberately ripping something off to sell it under a new coat of paint, it's just weak. Yeah. That's why when I go through my own game ideas, it's like, how it's any other game going to do this better. Full speed, red. Although if someone can clear the rights for putting on a new coat of paint in a way that actually shakes things up, sometimes it can be interesting. I have my eye on a game called Tales of the Arthurian at Nights as a potential. Yeah, I want to pick this up kind of game going forward. Is it worth anything? It's worth a little bit. It's worth more than the resources I'd get from reprocessing it. Alright.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, all the board games on my radar are still Tales of the Arthurian Knights, uh, Lords of Vegas getting a reprint, Dungeon Twister Anniversary Edition. Risk Godstorm is no longer on my radar because I actually have it now. And I think that's it for now. Haven't heard the news on anything else getting reprints or whatever. Oh, Tigris and Euphrates. Forget about that one. And then if they ever do another reprint for Container, where they actually provide the right amount of containers. Uh, I'm getting to a point where I might just have to say I've got enough games. I don't really feel like featuring anymore. But then that's just kind of boring to me. I like just being able to find games whenever and wherever. And just look through put my head into the machinery of it to really see the gears and how they turn. And then share with the people here on the channel. Like, hey, here's this game. It's about this, and it's got these mechanics, and it's kind of cool how this and then that work together. It's kind of annoying how those things happen to be, but it doesn't hurt the fun of it. Things like that, that nature. I don't want to feature a game that just bores me to tears. It's like this is why I kind of have the dive into line of it's a game that either I'm borrowing or it's a box that I'm opening up for the first time to see what's in it and just kind of explore for the fun of exploring it. Seems to be a lot of number of series I have that stopped at anywhere from 1 to 3. And then I never really did much else with it. It's a lot of games I still have to feature too, PC gaming wise. Salvage.
Warp drive active.
Keep thinking back to those. I wanted to feature Hyperdimension Neptunia, and my computer was just. This might be an internet problem. Disconnected. Yeah, connection lost. Alright, connection has been lost. I need to see if Eve will let me back in. Alright. This will take a minute. Alright. Hopefully I don't wake up to pirates surrounding me. Yeah, stream crash for a minute. The internet just went out from under me.
Connecting.
Alright, let's. Alright. I don't know if it's Eve servers because I'm able to log right back into it. The thing is, my personal internet went out for a minute. Oh my god. Alright. 2-2. Alright. So, nobody there for one.
Warp drive
If there's
active.
special. Not just the deep. This is. Oh. I'm still waiting on a response from. If there's anyone in Eve. Whoever's in Eve that goes by the name Messy. I have your Reaper. over in the space station in Elgoi. If you want it back, it's still got a couple weeks, and then I'm just gonna sell the damn thing because I don't have use for it. But it's just weird that there's a Reaper, no pilot, just just left at a Stargate for anyone to use a capsule and board it, take it over, and take it wherever. I figured, I could have sold it immediately, but I wanted to kind of give it a chance. Just, maybe someone put out of nowhere. Maybe they're still thinking it over. I don't know. I figure might as well just make at least one effort at communication. Like, hey, reprocess the ship. Oh, good. Sure. Yeah, yeah. That's what I got for losing the probe. Fortunately, all the stuff that was on there, be hard to replace. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of want. I don't want to be too much of a jerk in this game. Well, I give people a chance when it makes sense to do so.
Warp drive active.
But if someone's like art, bearing down on me, guns blazing, I'm gonna shoot right back because I'll put up with that. There's 7.
Warp drive active.
That's too easy to to want to trust people and then they just screw you over. Especially with regard to a game. That's why I don't. As much as I respect diplomacy, I don't think I'll ever get around to playing it. Although that the Renegade reprint with its better components is on my radar. Whenever I feel like picking that one up from Barnes and Noble. All right, that one along with the Maki Master game. Even though I already have Wasabi. So I'm thinking what I might do for that is pick up the Maki Master game and then donate Wasabi to the library. Because the reprint now has an actual solo mode going for it. And cards in sensible sizes. I'll have to see how they change the actions though. But I'm glad to see that one came back. That one In the last of my fake it until they remake it videos, that was the game I was hinting at for another one I would try to fake until they remake. But thankfully they were fast on remaking that one. And there was a used copy of the game for cheap anyway. So like, you know what? I'll get the used copy instead of trying to put all this unnecessary effort into making my own. And we'll see how the reprint looks when it comes out. That's the last of that. Next, Stargate. That one's way away. Let's take the closer one.
Warp drive
Well,
active.
just out of curiosity. Star map. Here. Okay. Go see 4 would be close enough. If I remember for the future. Alright. So,
Warp drive active.
see if I find enough pirates in this system. Speed, afterburner on. Alright, watch out for the road. Be ready. Fast, they'll catch up in time. Or things to be fast as well. There we go. Cool. Alrighty. That's what I wanted to see. Big bunch of pirates to knock out at once. 3 to go. It's always frustrating when games go out of print before they get expansions that they really need. Or could have just had. I remember the World of Warcraft board game. The one where each side, there's 2 teams of up to 3 players against each other. It was supposed to have an expansion after the Burning Crusade, and they announced it, and then apparently they lost the rights or they lost interest because they didn't release it at all. And then there's the board game for Doom 2016, which really needed an expansion to add in all the deathmatch stuff. They maybe could have added some of the more interesting demons, like the Summoner or the Hell Knight or the Hellraiser. But instead, just no announcement, not even a hint of, hey, we might be doing this. Just nothing. Just radio silence. Because I think it was that around the time that Epic Fantasy Flight Games and Asmodee were more lined up, or someone was getting acquired out of that. I feel like the game would have done better with more stuff. That's an option. More demons to work with, more map tiles, especially Surface of Mars stuff. More things for Hell, or more UAC based things.
Warp drive active.
They captured all the weapons they needed to, at least. That's the other thing they could have added, runes, because that might have been an interesting thing of ways to modify the Marine players, give them some choices to work with, strategy wise. I think most of all, I just wanted a freaking deathmatch option. The previous approach to the Doom board game, the expansion added the deathmatch rules. They also added more the Marine figures holding chainsaws, which is pretty cool. Oh yeah, this was kind of getting on my nerve the other day. It's like, before you claim a game is the worst game ever, you might want to play some more games. Sure, the older Doom board game might have been is a sign of, you know, fantasy flight games earlier, but it is not the worst game. It's it's got its tough parts to it. It's as long as you remember the errata for the dud card, it's that helps out a bit. But the that version of the Doom board game is still up really freaking high on BGG, and without it, we probably wouldn't have Descent either. So I'm glad for the older Doom board game. It is a good experience. I have seen the Marine players win on it. It's the Bears to bit of isogen. Yeah, probably sell that for money. No, it's the destination. We'll sell that as well. Yeah, I know I said it already, but before you declare something the worst, really do your research.
Web drive active.
There are games that have their rough spots. There are games that have a very smooth experience, but they're really, really awful games. If you're on BGG starting page, like, you're one of the best out there. I don't know why. Play through later. Yeah, it's a solid experience. But yeah, if you're looking for like the worst, some of the worst games out there, um, on BGG, start with page 25. No, not 25, 250, because they're organized in pages of 100. So yeah, like that, probably start on page 200 out of all that. That's where stuff gets getting particularly rough. Yeah, the old Doom board game is a lot of fun. Well, you know what? I might just a video idea. Let's compare these two versions of the game. Because I think they both have their strong points. Even though they take very different approaches. Alright, so we got our last opportunity squared away. We actually made a profit on every purchase. Didn't shortcut the way to any of them. But yeah, the old Doom board game was the basis, was part of the basis for Descent. The other basis for it being Hero Quest. But then, but then the Doom board game owes a bit to Space Hulk and a bit to the aliens and other stuff like that. Alrighty, time to head on.
Web drive active.
Yeah, there's just so many games out there that if you're a lot of hidden gems to be found as well. A lot of just solid experiences. Where things get when good games get a bit on the rough side though is when they're solved. So apparently games like uh, Puerto Rico and
Web drive
1830 have apparent solutions that it's like, okay, everybody does this, and that guarantees that player wins. And it's like that's kind of unfortunate when a game gets to that point, because then that predictability means it's not fun anymore. Which is why we like Railways of the Lost Atlas, because the modular board, the random order for the minor companies coming out, all that helps to shake up the experience.
web drive active.
I always like a good game with a modular map system, like Twilight Imperium, StarCraft, and others as well. So let's play of Aliens and other Glorious Day of the Corpse. I like it. Yeah, someone brought that up when I brought in the Doom 2016 game the other day. It's like I would be interested in checking that out if the game store ever gets another copy.
Web drive
And I'm
active.
taking another trip up to the Springs to that store there, and they have it, and check it out from them as well. But I think it's been long enough. I don't know if the game is still going to be in print or it's going to be available for a reasonable price. All the licensed and tie-in stuff, uh, it tends to be very expensive when it's out of print because they don't have the license anymore
Web drive active.
to make it the game company. So depending on how valued the license is in the eyes of fans, those games can be really expensive. Case in point, for my copy of StarCraft and the copy of StarCraft Brood War that I have in my current collection, not counting what it cost me for card sleeves, I spent a combined $500 US. I spent about 200 on Warcraft.
Web drive
I
active.
see Gears of War sitting at about 100. That's another game I wanted to feature for the channel. Even if not the base game, expansions get to be stupid expensive. Like the Doom, the expansion for the older Doom board game is it is a lot. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it at this point.
Web drive active.
It would be nice. Uh, Heck, even expansions for games that aren't licensed but were good and are out of print. Tomb of Ice for
Permission
Descent
requested. Docking request accepted.
is probably most. That's the most I've spent for anything for Descent. Advanced Civilization is notable. It's another notable money sink. Yeah, it's kind of nuts. It's just things stop being available, and all the people have held on to it just for the sake of being able to sell it later, instead of opening it up and enjoying it like I would do. just makes it harder to get the stuff that would be nice to have. It's selling quite a bit over there. Sell this here. I just need to get enough to pick up laser physics. On to the next destination. All right. And it sounds like the
Warp
chaos is
drive
about to
active.
come home. All right. Yeah, I may have to cut this a little close, a little bit short pretty soon if things start getting noisy out there. Yeah, I understand why stuff can get expensive. It's just frustrating. That's why it would be nice to see a way for
Warp drive active.
things to be more readily reprintable. So I kind of like the concept of print and play games. Because as long as we got the file, we can just print them out. It's all good. That might be something I look into going forward. Just seeing what's available online for that. It might also be a distribution idea for my own
Warp drive
ideas.
active.
Because I do all my designs just out of curiosity. I don't really have a whole lot of hope to really sell anything. So if I can make something into that format, people mess with, see if they like it or not. That might be something.
Warp drive active.
I need to get my own printer one of these days. It's nice that the library has a printer available, and that black and white pages are only 10 cents, and colors now down to 60 cents. But if I ever need to print something out on a day, then the library is not open. Having my own means of doing so would help. But those things are a bit pricey.
Warp drive active.
I think that one of the cheaper ones I saw was around 60 to 70 bucks. And then I'd have to buy the paper, and I'd have to buy a replacement ink cartridge. It'd be a bit of maintenance. But then I need the space for it.
Warp drive active.
If I can keep certain parts of my work back table, because I have the back table that holds my TV, and some other stuff. And then my front table is my work
Location
table.
requested. Docking request accepted.
But if I make some space on the back table for a printer, then I can have it consistently set up and ready. Never need it. Just out of curiosity. Astronaut engineering, EM physics, starship engineering, nuclear physics. Okay. Yeah, that's the other skill I needed to look into was research project management. Market details. Really expensive. A bit on the expensive side. I have to put some effort towards making money for that one. Details. Yeah, I don't need to go my way that far. Sell it. Oop. Okay. The the chaos at home is about to get worse. So I'm going to just have to run through this, knock it out, and then I have to call it. Alright, so upcoming content. I'll probably work on the Doom. Might just have to take the rest of today off. The noise is going to continue to get worse before I ever get the silence I need to finish the next projects. So I'll have to take care of the rest of this later. Alright. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, GeoMax, for stopping by and chatting. Again, I will be trying to find some quiet time to get this stuff done. It may take a while, but there's still stuff coming, so stay tuned. Alright, this has been Pillar Nexus, the Ancient Gladiator, and I will see y'all next time.